free. There's no blueprint to this. So don't play their game. Free your game.
We've got time for a quick pre. Well, great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Thursday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Mitchell. Anthony is out there with Williamson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Utah, they've got Bledsoe. Carter out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Oubre in at the 2.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. The pass to Love from past the arc. Kept alive. Oh, that's blocked. But they recover it. Pass to Oubre. The 3. That falls. Great assist by Love.
Well, that kind of assist will make you very popular with your teammates. Kevin Love is adept as a big man at putting it on time and on target.
Mitchell. And the rejection by Love. Oubre against Anthony. Oubre, right side. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Oubre's got 5 points so far. Detroit with the ball. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
Pass to Bledsoe. It's stolen by Adebayo. Inside. And it's Mitchell missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Wow. Now, here's Mitchell. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to San Antonio. On the wing, Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think, Greg, even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
And it's Williamson missing. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Jazz. To the paint. That's good from Cantor on the assist from Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, there's a physicality and intention to what Enes Kanter does. That's a tough shot.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here's Mitchell. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Lets it fly from 18. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, you give Donovan the mid-range jumper, he will make you pay.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Westbrook. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Mitchell missing.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Oubre outside. Passes it to Kanter. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. On defense, the Pistons trailing by 2. Love outside. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, the Jazz with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Bledsoe finds Kanter. The pass to Oubre. Westbrook with the steal. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Now here's Bledsoe. His last outing, he had 24 points.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Utah trailing here. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better? Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Bledsoe passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
And stolen by Love. And again, it's Utah. Pistons trailed by 4. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it. Williamson kicks to Westbrook. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Westbrook's got 8.
Well, the range of Westbrook continues to expand. Boy, his ability to knock down these deep balls, he's untouchable right now.
Bledsoe dishes to Love. Here's Carter. Got a hand on it. Outside Westbrook. A rebound by the Jazz. Panthers got his 6th rebound on the night, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Ball's checked in for the Jazz. Colin Sexton comes in for Oubre, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Anderson's checked in. Westbrook against Bledsoe. Another miss by Utah.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
That free throw, no good. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul. Detroit making a switch here. Miles checked in. Here's Wagner. Rebound, Detroit. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Well, you know this, Greg, because you played in the NBA. You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Here's Hero. 11 points for him in that last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Here's Hero, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Now, here's Lyles. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. Anderson passes to Giles. Here's Hero. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Hero's got the game tied up here for Detroit. And so, Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Fall. Back to Sexton. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Hero. There's Galloway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's Wagner. Here's Okogie. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Anderson. Miles with a wide open look, but he recovers it. Bridges against Anderson. Pass to Lyles. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's Galloway, defended by Sexton. Galloway, no good. Utah leading by 4. Here's Okogie. Softly drops in the floater. Okogie's got 6.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
To the left wing. Lyles kicks to Galloway. Back to Lyles. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
You know, the easy one there. You know, Galloway able to read the defense, finding his man for the great setup. Pretty.
1:15 left in the first. Pass to Bridges. Now, here's Sexton, defended by Anderson. There's the pass to Okogie. All alone. And there's another one for the Jazz.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Here's Hero. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. There's the triple. And Wagner pulls it down. Jazz leading by 6. Over to the wing. Here's Okogie. No good that time. Pistons shooting just 35% to start the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Galloway, defended by Sexton. Galloway with the bucket.
Showing his explosiveness. You know, Galloway's strength, slicing his way to the rack. That's beautiful.
Now, here's Sexton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
With 1 on the clock, and that one released in time, but no good. Back right after this. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be better.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Kyle Anderson. Giles is out there with Hero. And it's Galloway in at the point guard position. There's Okogie. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. And the Jazz with possession here after the basket by Detroit. And that one, good. Paul's got his first basket.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
To the middle, here's Giles. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Okogie. Tries a 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists tonight. Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Lyles. It's blocked. three, Okogie. Utah gets it back. That one goes. Count it. Falls got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Love comes in for Mikal Bridges. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Josh Okogie. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Colin Sexton. Here's Fall. 5 to shoot. And here's Love from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. And now it's a 10-point Jazz lead.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now, here's Mitchell. It's deflected.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities, and the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game, and Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. Now here's Adebayo. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Passes to Love. Out Carter. Back to Love. Let's go. That's good on the jump shot. Love's got 5 points in the quarter.
Okay, Kevin Love getting tricky with the dribble. For a big man, he put the defense on skates.
Mitchell against Oubre. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell able to play with both power but also finesse. He's got long arms, big hands. He can do so much on a basketball court.
And Mitchell drops them both. And before every game, you see Mitchell working on those skill finishes.
You have to be able to elevate off 1 foot in traffic, something he could not do in college. Now you think about what this guy uses in his toolbox. Floaters, scoop shots, wrong-footed quick releases, and he's absolutely fearless attacking the rim.
Moves back up, and it's blocked. Detroit, no good that time either.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Cantor inside. Adebayo on him, and it's in there.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Mitchell outside. And the pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Kanter. They get it again. Second chance shot. Trying to get open is Adebayo.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Bledsoe passes to Love. Back to Bledsoe. Back to Love. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, if After hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Outside Westbrook takes the three, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Bledsoe. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, Bledsoe with the kind of strength and wingspan that can cause trouble inside. Draws the foul there.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Now Love, after the missed 3 by Carmelo. Pass to Oubre. Here's Cantor. Back to Oubre. Passes it to Bledsoe. Here's Oubre. He's covered by Westbrook. From deep. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
And here's Oubre following Russell Westbrook's 3. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Mitchell. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's 8 points for Donovan Mitchell.
We know that Russell Westbrook will have the ball in his hands and initiate their offense. And how about that superior passing?
For the finish, and finished off by Westbrook.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
Now, here's Oubre. 5 points in the game. Bledsoe against Westbrook. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 14. No good from Bledsoe.
Fantastic positioning there to contest.
Oh!
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Love kicks to Bledsoe. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, easy call.
For Utah, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
One thing we never questioned was the talent of Eric Bledsoe. What you love about what he has done now, he's shooting the ball better. He's become a more efficient player.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 16. He gets it in there. Westbrook's got 18 points. Utah calls timeout.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Utah. And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. Taking a look at Utah. Right now, they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches.
And seeing where Utah is, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now here's Westbrook. Kelly Oubre unable to get his last shot to go. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Russell Westbrook. Bledsoe looking it over. The pass to Sexton. Now here's Oubre. Pass to Bledsoe. Over Westbrook. The Jazz with another miss.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. Now Cantor. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Now Westbrook after Enes Kanter's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Anthony. Back to Westbrook. Over Oubre. Westbrook, no good. Jazz leading by 3. Fires from deep. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 8.
He's starting to develop that range. Maybe the stroke isn't perfect, but Oubre showing promise.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
For the Jazz, Ball's checked in for Enes Kanter, and Okogie subbed in for Oubre. 1:52 left to play here in the half. Here's Hero, defended by Sexton. Floats one. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hero.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Bledsoe passes to Fall. Bledsoe outside. No good on the shot. And the Pistons now going the other way.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Anderson can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 4. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Passes it to Galloway. Here's Hero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hero's got 4 this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
There's 39 seconds left here in the second. Now the pass to Carter. 6 to shoot. For 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Carter's got 5 points so far.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Hero. defended by Sexton. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Lyles. Stolen by Carter. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. For three, Okogie. The shot, no good. And that does it for the first half of play. Jazz lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stopped.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. Well, for Utah. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. It's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. Now they need to stay mean, Ernie. Cannot lose that edge in the second half.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Kevin Love out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Oubre in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
Well, there's that strong frame of Bledsoe, right? The ability to absorb the contact, finish through the drive, the whole package.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Adebayo. And it's blocked.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Pistons trail by 9. To the inside, Anthony. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Love.
You know, that's just the power and strength from Anthony, able to take the hit and still play through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
One shot.
That free throw good from Anthony. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Here's Bledsoe after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Just a terror in transition. Zion's understanding for how to exploit these situations is one of his greatest strengths.
Here's Bledsoe following the bucket by the Pistons. Carter left side. He kicks it to Kanter. Nice ball movement by Utah. Count that one. And that's 10 points for Kelly Oubre.
Well, you have to respect how fast Kelly Oubre gets his shot off in catch-and-shoot situations.
Anthony, the pass to Williamson. Over Carter. And it's Williamson missing.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Bledsoe dishes to Oubre. Out left to the wing. Love the pass to Canner. Oubre kicks to Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Love finds Bledsoe. Here's the 3. And Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Bledsoe outside. Love right side. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Is it just me, or is Kevin Love all over the floor tonight? There is simply no answer for what he's bringing to the table.
Here's Mitchell. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Oubre outside. Westbrook against Bledsoe. Passes it to Carter. Lock at 6. Over Mitchell. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Westbrook with it. 21 points in the game. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 24.
Now, this shot is key for Russell Westbrook, right? If his three-point shot is on the mark, you cannot guard this guy.
Oubre against Mitchell. And there's the pass to Canner. Out to the right wing. Bounce pass from Love. Cantor finds Oubre. Fires the 3. Love, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Jazz. Pass to Oubre. Here's Carter. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. In the third spot, the Pistons.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Now here's Bledsoe. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Poked away. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Williamson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot. You know, you think back to the history of players in the NBA and who can match up to the intensity of Russell Westbrook. This guy goes full speed, 100% every second he's on the floor, and regardless of how you rate Westbrook, you have got to admire what he brings nightly.
Jazz trail by 3. Oh, wide open look for Love. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. It's Anthony with the drive. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And Doris with Westbrook, that competitive fight, an edge he plays with, can rub some opponents the wrong way.
It can, Kevin, and to be honest, Russell Westbrook probably wants it exactly that way. He's beloved by so many retired players because to them he brings that old school NBA mentality.
Oubre can't get it to go.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Evan?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Falls checked in for Cantor. Okogie comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Colin Sexton in for Eric Bledsoe.
How about the soft touch on the floater from Colin Sexton? You must have that in your arsenal.
Outside Westbrook. From 13. Rebounded by the Jazz. Falls got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Oubre against Anthony. Sexton the pass to Fall. Here's the teardrop. And the layup good by Sexton. And now just a 3-point Piston lead.
Well, Colin Sexton's ability to dribble drive is probably his greatest asset. What a pretty move.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Kicks it to Sexton. Pass to Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Okogie's got 14. Detroit's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. Rebound Love.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Back to Sexton. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Hero passes to Lyles. Outside Westbrook. Not going to go that time.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Sexton. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up 13 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Harry Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Galloway. And here's Anderson. Puts it up from 12. That one off the back iron and out. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Passes it to Fall. For the lead. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Detroit's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Anderson outside. Right through the D for the layup. And the Pistons lead by 2.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And the Jazz call time here. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
A different look here for Detroit. Bam Adebayo comes in for Giles. And Williamson subbed in for Lyles. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Fall passes to Sexton. Now the pass to Love. Just 4 to shoot. For the lead. Rebounded by the Pistons. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hero. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Sexton the pass to Love. Poke loose. Out to the right wing. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Down low, Williamson kicks to Anderson. Pass to Galloway, beyond the arc. Utah with the rebound. Fall's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Sexton. Now the feed to Oubre. True on the 14-footer. Oubre's got it all tied up now for Utah.
Now that's the lefty stroke of Oubre, right? He can hit from mid-range right on out to deep three-point range.
Here's Williamson. And that one goes long. Here's Sexton. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Williamson out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Hero in at the 2 spot. Lets it go. Yep, right through the net. Hero's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Pistons. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Lays it up off the glass.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The Pistons shooting well. They're at 45%. Passes to Adebayo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Enes Kanter. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player.
Take a break.
His size.
Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Carter, he's checked in for Oubre. And Detroit with a change here, too. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Langston Galloway. He hits the second from the line.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Carter dishes to Sexton. Over Mitchell. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Pistons leading. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Bledsoe outside. Here's Carter. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
How about the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell? 6'3", but boy, can he get off his feet.
Now, here's Sexton. Covered by Mitchell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
What I love about Colin Sexton, guys, is he's super aggressive. He knows speed and athleticism are his advantage, and he makes great use of both of those things.
And he can't get the first one. And the 8th pick back in 2018, Sexton with all the physical tools, Doris, you look for at the point guard position.
Yes, Kevin, but like most young players, there is still a lot to learn for Colin. Some of his vets were not shy about saying that early on. This young man has got time. He's got to put his head down and go to work.
And he's good on the second.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season, allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
Now, here's Adebayo. Now, here's Mitchell. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
It's deflected. Here's Williamson, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach. And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Love.
Well, you know Kevin Love is ready in catch-and-shoot situations. Beautifully done.
And the pass to Hero. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pistons. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Anthony's checked in for Anderson.
One shot.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the chart.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Cantor. Back to Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. Over Anthony. No good from Bledsoe.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Back to Anthony. Pass to Williamson. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Carter. Jazz trail by 10. Love in the post. Covered by Anthony. The open look here for Sexton. That's in there. Love with the assist. 12 points for Colin Sexton. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Adebayo passes to Hero. Now Mitchell. Guarded by Bledsoe. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. The shot's good.
What incredible upper body strength. Bledsoe able to finish through punishing blows.
Kicks to Mitchell. Over Sexton. Mitchell's shot is good. And the Pistons lead by 7.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Sexton dishes to Carter. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Boy, once Cantor establishes position on the interior, forget about it.
Mitchell outside. Bounce pass Anthony. Mitchell outside. Over Sexton. Again, Mitchell missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Shooting for Utah, Eric Bledsoe. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Pistons. Good on the second free throw.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Pass to Hero. The pass to Carmelo. Over Love. That one wide left.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Colin Sexton.
The first one falls.
Well, Colin Sexton has all the physical tools to be special in the NBA. He's got to sharpen his point guard skills. But if he works at this game, he's going to have a tremendous career. And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Pass to Carmelo. And it's off from three-point range. The Jazz on offense. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And here's Love from the arc. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Is on Colin Sexton.
You know, that's part of any great scorer's arsenal, the ability to create contact and get to the line.
That free throw good from Anthony. The Jazz making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Westbrook against Bledsoe. Oubre on the wing. He kicks to Cantor. Pass to Bledsoe. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Pistons.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Anthony, the pass to Williamson. Here's Hero. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Williamson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Bledsoe for three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Westbrook. Can't get that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
No good from Bledsoe.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. It's going to be Williamson shooting. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. That free throw good from Williamson.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Passes it to Cantor. Bledsoe against Westbrook. The pass to Love. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Oubre can't get it to go. Pistons leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Bledsoe against Westbrook. Love outside. Bledsoe passes to Oubre. Shot to stop the run. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And here's Westbrook from the arc. A rebound by the Jazz. Love's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Latrey drills the three-pointer. Love's got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there'll be more in store.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the Jazz call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Now Bledsoe has to Love. Oubre outside. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Westbrook, and it's sent back by Carter. They recover it, but they get it back. Shot clock at 2. Goes up again, and it's Mitchell missing. And Love's got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Oubre, kicks to Bledsoe. Out to the wing. Knocked away. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Westbrook against Bledsoe. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Jazz trail by 7. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And there's another one for the Jazz.
How does Kevin Love slip away from the defense? Comes up with a gigantic fourth-quarter score.
Outside Westbrook. And he makes good on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 7.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Passes it to Love. Trying to get open is Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony.
Love so crafty near the rim, getting his man to get physical with him. Just a master of drawing contact.
Gets the first, and that turns the lead to 6. Good on both.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Detroit with the ball. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Westbrook, here we go. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Carter.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Now here's Bledsoe. And it's Carter missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
So Russell Westbrook, the man who only got a college scholarship because someone else didn't want it, comes into the NBA as simply an athletic combo guard, has turned himself into one of the NBA's best. What a story, Mr. Harlan.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bledsoe kicks to Oubre. Another miss by Utah.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
There's the pass to Bridges. Ellington from outside can't connect. And so it's Detroit with the W. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...